Hi there guys! Join me as we're gonna rock away over a fairly dynamic blues track. And as we'll be discussing a lot of tips and tricks that I personally like to use whenever I'm jamming over this kind of thing. Cool. So what's interesting here is that this backing track kind of transitions from a soft part to a loud part and so on and so forth. And that kind of allows me to, follow a little bit what the backing track is doing. For example, during the kind of up-tempo louder part, this, I like to think of a different vibrato. So for this kind of thing, I prefer like a wider vibrato. Almost like a metal vibrato. But then, when the backing track goes into the softer part, I like a more bluesy vibrato. And Dali, what's up, my man? And this is more like a classic blues vibrato, but it's also a kind of vibrato that sometimes sounds really bad in heavy metal, but it works here. And if you show that you can follow the backing track with different types of vibrato, I think that puts you on a very high level of musicality. And just overall, the overall listener impression is going to be great from your playing. And here you can hear how we really want that wide vibrato back, because it fits. Of course, there are other things we can do to kind of increase the dynamics here. Can go a bit faster. And one thing I like to do, really going in super aggressive, is to play these crazy chromatic runs. They don't work as well over this kind of open soft part where your playing is really exposed. So here I tend to go for maybe a bit more careful blues licks here. And this kind of thing sounds really off over this soft part. By trying your licks out on various different backing tracks, you're gonna learn to hear where they fit. And then the next step is gonna be for you to actually start following the band or the backing track with the right type of lick and playing and vibrato and whatever. So it's that kind of process which I think really can make your playing more musical. So let's hear if this. Cool. So I hope you found this mini lesson useful. This is definitely a very good example of what goes on in my head, whenever I'm jamming or playing. And I think a lot of people kind of miss out on following the band or the backing track. They're so preoccupied with, just not making any mistakes and playing the lick they practice so hard, they kind of forget about the listening part. Listen to what's going on. So all the things I spoke about here are pretty much based on you listening to the backing track, because I was saying, oh, now the backing track is softer, let's do it this way. Now the backing track is louder, let's play this. And that's the kind of thinking you should, I think, take into your own playing, and it can be super useful as you're jamming with your band or with your online backing track. By the way, this is lessons called Blues Dynamics on the GMC website. It's from Mr. Piotr. So check it out if you want to jam over it. We always have a free backing track with every lesson. So thanks so much for tuning in. I hope to see you soon again. See ya. Cheers.